I tried something not to predict my future, but to understand my own mind. And I didn't expect it to affect me this deeply. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't magical, but it stayed with me. Long after I stopped knowing myself, I used tarot, but I used tarot not as an answer, but as a mirror. And what I saw was not what I expected. Most people think tarot is about the future, what's going to happen, what will be my future, and all those things, what decision to make, what outcome is coming. But I tried something very differently. I didn't ask my future, what will happen next, and what happened this after this, whatever the question. I just asked, what am I not seeing about myself? And that one question changed everything. Because suddenly it wasn't about the cards anymore, it was about my reaction to them. The moment I picked a card, my mind reacted very instantly. Before logic, before meaning, there was a feeling, a curiosity, a discomfort, sometimes even resistance. Like a part of me didn't want to look deeper. And that's when it hit me. This isn't about tarot, this is about how the mind looks. The card itself, it's just a symbol. It doesn't have meaning on its own. But my brain instantly creates that meaning. Memories show up, old thoughts, patterns I didn't even notice before. Like my mind was using the card as a language only, just a language. So I went deeper. I didn't stop at one card. I placed a few in a sequence, like past, present, and possible directions. And something unexpected happened. My brain started building a story of this. Not because the cards told me to, but because that's what the mind does. We don't like randomness though, and we don't like uncertainty, but we create the meaning instantly. That is what we call it as our instincts things. And once I saw that, I couldn't unsee it, because then I noticed this doesn't just happen with tarot, It happens everywhere, in relationships, in decisions, in overthinking, in day to day life. We see something, we see everything, like, whatever we see in an object, in a person, and we assign some meaning to it. Sometimes it's true, but often the thought comes, it's coming from your past, or some kind of a instinct says. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. Some cards triggers thoughts. I usually avoid. But because they were right, but because they pointed to something I had not faced it. And I noticed something important, very, very important. The stronger the reaction, the deeper it went. What triggers you usually means something underneath, something is hidden behind. It's asking for attention as well. So instead of ignoring it, I just stayed with it. I observed it. I just observed and I asked myself, why does this feel uncomfortable? When I just look onto the cards, I just felt uncomfortable. And slowly, answers started forming. Not from the cards, but from within me. And here's the important part, you don't need tarot to do this. You can use anything, an image, a word, a moment. Try this. Pick something randomly when it comes, any kind of object in front of you. Look at it and ask yourself, what does this remind me of in my life? Just give a thought. Don't overthink. You have to just notice. You just follow what comes up first. The first thought, what we call it as an instinct, a thought, a feeling, a memory. That is what the response. This response is not coming from that object, it's coming from you, only you, the stored memory. When you start noticing it, you begin to understand exactly that how your mind creates reality on this. Because reality itself is neutral, but your mind is constantly shaping it. And most of the time, we don't even notice or realize it's happening inside our mind only until something makes us stop and look. For me, that something was tarot, but the real insight was never about the cards. It was this, the moment you become aware of how your mind creates meaning. everything starts to change. You stop reacting and start observing, understanding, and choosing. If you want to try this, do it once and notice what comes up. And if you do, come back and share your experience with me. And if you want to reach out to me or explore this deeper, you can always find my contact details in the description box. Because sometimes